Hello everyone, Railgan here with a ZvT game that I played against Max Rebo on Ley Lines. The very funky ZvT that we're about to watch. I'm opening with a pool edge gas opener and my opponent is starting with the double barracks, which is usually Reapers, and it's also going to be Reapers in this case. Now, Reapers against the free roach opener, not really the best choice. I immediately throw down a spine crawler in my main so that he cannot go into my main base without taking a lot of the damage. Building two roaches. Two roaches are the almost perfect amount. 4 roaches would one-shot a Reaper. 2 roaches can kill a Reaper with 2 shots. My opponent is very scared, building 2 bunkers at home pretty much immediately. Also is putting some SCVs there to try and defend, and I'm just droning up on my side of the map. He also only built 3 Reapers because he saw the roach farm and he knew if I'm building roaches then I might as well just walk across the map and kill him. But I'm not gonna run into 2 bunkers, right? 2 bunkers would be a little bit dangerous, so instead I'm just defending at home. I'm playing a pretty normal follow-up for me, getting up to 44 workers, filling up the gases now. Probably gonna throw down a spire, taking that third base. Roaches caught the Reapers at the top side of the map. My opponent is on 4 barracks right now. I'm actually trying to scout, see what he's building. I saw only 1 gas in his main base. I make a critical mistake right now, because I'm not going to build enough roaches and he will move out very shortly. A little bit of a spoiler here. And at this point I realize, holy goddamn, he also had units in that bunker, and that's actually going to be a lot of units. Now he scans, he sees, I'm moving my spine forward, I'm getting link speed, I'm building roaches now because I went up to 5th. Not only am I investing into 1-1, Hydra then, link speed and roach speed, I'm also droning up my 3rd base while my opponent is playing a 2-base. A very big 2-base push, let's call it that, right? Luckily for me, he decides not to push on further, because this could have been a very quick end to the game. Should have held it with the spine crawler. I didn't really lose too much. I lost the hatchery. If you check the units lost, I did lose the hatchery and I lost 1 or 2 overlords. I think the extractors maybe, if I built any, but that's all fine and dandy, as I'm transitioning into the late game, right? So I'm getting the Lurker then and the infestation pit. I actually learned nothing out of all that was happening because I just keep on being greedy. Now I got Lurkers out on the map, so I figured, well, you know what? I mean, if I get Lurkers this quick and my opponent is only building bio units, then maybe I can pick a fight. It turns out, because my opponent has a pretty big concave here, I cannot fight him too well. Checking units lost, I'm actually getting out traded as my roaches are melting. I do not have the Hive Tech Lurker upgrades, so the Lurkers are pretty weak right now. But I'm trying to get into a position to deny some mining, kill a couple of workers, and well, get whatever damage done that I can. My opponent is moving forward though, and well, the Lurkers don't really fare too well. Had I had those Lurkers down here and he would have pushed into them, it would have been amazing. But right now I'm up 20 workers and I'm also down 20 supply, which means my army is 40 supply smaller than his. And if we remove those 3 queens that I have, it's almost 50 supply smaller than his. So I'm in a very bad position once again, right? I just killed his entire 3rd base of eco, but now I'm the one who's on the back foot. Opponent is going for a big drop into the main base right here. I'm not in position and he actually manages to snipe the hive while it's morphing. So I try to re-expand there, most of positioning here, there. Then he also goes for this base, Does a little bit of damage there, kills a couple of workers. Maybe I'm now defending this base with lurkers. I have a lurker in my main base, throwing down tumors so I do not lose my buildings. Because I need some creep spread there. Rebuilding my lair, gonna rebuild my hive later. Upgrade wise, I'm in a good position. I do have my +2 upgrades. Those medivacs are not really hurting me too much. And I mean, I just lost the hive, meaning I can build no vipers. Hive is being rebuilt, and I don't think I got the lurker upgrade so far. I do not have the lurker upgrade, so my lurkers are kind of weak. My hive, I mean, I never had a hive. My main base was dead. Not retaking the gases here either. But now is where the game actually starts kind of picking up, right? So my opponent is now sieging this base. I thought, well, this is a cool base to take, right? I get the rich with ping guys here. But it's very hard for me to break this without vipers. And if I could travel back in time, I'm not sure if I would try to take this base again. I mean, this does buy me a lot of time, because while he's sieging this base, he isn't doing anything that hurts me more. But he's slowly taking the base out. Just being a little bit of a nuisance. A couple units that are spawned sadly go to their death. I'm also expanding down here though, so I'm getting my own 4th base right now, and even though I was ahead, I'm actually falling behind right now. The problem with my style is that it costs me a lot to get all this tech up, and I'm kind of rushing the tech on a low eco. Now, abducts on the tanks, very good, because those were 2 tanks that I got almost for free. Lurkers here, not quite enough for the defense. Oops, kind of skipped this fight. Let's go a little bit back. He's also attacking me down here while I abducted his tanks. Very nice move by him. Goes in, kills the lurker. Only had 1 lurker there for the defense. Picks up his units, tries to fly away. Immediately knows, okay, the Zerg moved the army down there. Time for me to go in on the attack on this side of the map. But right here, I'm actually able to box myself out of this position. And I'm starting to feel good again. Now, do not look at my resource bank, because my resources are absolutely horrible here. I'm banking 3k, 1k. Yeah. Guys, my macro is not that good. What can I say? We all make mistakes. And once again, my lurkers were not enough, and he manages to push me back. I have a lot of money right now. But it's also because I keep losing my bases. My injects are very sloppy. I don't have my main base hotkeyed, I think, because I lost it. So, like, everything is coming together here to a big storm of Railgan mistakes. And I'm also struggling because I have to constantly deal with his attacks on me. This guy never stops attacking. Now he's down here again, sieging this base. I have to move my lurkers back. He kills my lurkers, so 2 lurkers die for free. The base dies, and you already see he has his next attack set up. So this attack is still going on, and he already has the next one ready for the move out. I'm going in. Tank 1 dead, tank 2 dead. Bio units sadly fly away. Next attack is moving in. Very, very relentless. Going in, killing the... Does he kill the hatchery? Yes, he kills the hatchery. Drones luckily get out. I have lurkers buried down here. I have queens ready. Very, very nice. That was a very, very big cleanup. He should have just blown those units home. That was a pretty big throw by him. I'm trying to retake the space here. Should have... Oh, what am I doing? That's okay. I don't have perfect vision, so I don't know how many tanks he has up there. Could have also used a blinding cloud. What did we have down here? Yeah, there's another attack in this area of the map. I keep trying to defend everywhere with lurkers. Well, once again, I abduct the tanks. He immediately attacks me on another base. Queens are quite tanky. Nice units to have here. My bank is dwindling as well, which is not really a good sign, but happening. Lurkers were enough to hold him for now. We already saw that I lost this base before. I'm being torn apart by him here. Cliff, very annoying to attack into. Cliff, very annoying to attack into. And my units keep bouncing around. Then I notice, well, why don't I take this base? Because here he doesn't have an annoying cliff that he can attack me with tanks. I also think, well, if my opponent is constantly attacking me, and I can defend with lurkers which require more attention from the Terran, then maybe I can just attack into the Terran, force him to attack into me, and then I can get a little bit of damage done, maybe take some good trades and defend at home. Well, that's what I thought at least. Sadly, he's kind of pushing me away here. Vipers go in, get EMP, die because I'm distracted. I was busy attacking his third base. He's attacking my fourth base. I do have a lurker here that is doing a lot of work. This push was cleaned up. My fourth base is dying. The only base I really have that's going to be able to mine is the one over there, this lurker. I was kept attacking him, never ending. But the main problem is his attacks were pretty good for him. I had to cancel those. Would have been some nice ultras. So his attacks were very good, but on his side of the map, the defense was fumbled big time. And now he he can relent that CC. But had I not done that much damage on his side of the map, I would probably be dead right now. Maybe I should move that lurker around. It's not really doing too much. Getting those free upgrades. I'm looking for any opening that I can find to try and get some damage. Killing that sensor tower is really useful for me, because then he does no longer see everywhere that my units are moving. Morphing a lot of lurkers here. I have 2 Vipers again as well. I realize I really need Vipers. I figured the way he plays, Banelings might be useful, but now you see the huge amount of tanks that he's building. The death push that is knocking on my door. I'm down 16 supply. Blinding Cloud 1, 4 tanks do nothing. Actually wasted 2 Blinding Clouds on that. So I was able to kill 4 tanks. Another 2 tanks are dead, and somehow, some way, I at least survived for now. My Vipers also survived. I'm not sure what those drones are doing, moving the lurkers a little bit back. Retaking the expansions down there, and my opponent is also expanding. Like the game, after we had a huge base trade, the game is once again moving forward. I have queens and lurkers here, so I felt that it's going to be okay for me to defend there. I'm very scared because I know I'm down in supply. I know this is not a good position for me. Transfuse, very good. Had that been a lurker, not a queen, the lurker would have died. Queens are not armored, so they don't take bonus damage. What happens here? Uh-oh. Nice little cleanup by me. I actually didn't know. And now I'm starting to get back in there supply-wise. And once again, he is moving in. I'm very scared here. Very, very scared. One lurker, he does not focus fire it, and he has to move away because one lurker firing at a ramp like that is going to do a lot of damage. These 2 tanks are kind of lonely. Sadly, I don't see those, or don't really know what my opponent is doing. There in terms of backup units. Tank does get cleaned up. Vipers should recharge energy, and once again my army moves up here, overcommitting. My opponent is already back, but I'm not I learned my lesson. I'm not gonna retake that base. Instead, I'm trying to defend here with my lurkers. Queens are transfusing. Trying to stay alive for as long as possible to get a decent trade at least. Did not do any damage on my opponent's side of the map with my units. Abduct! Oh, wait. Abduct again? That was nice. I don't remember everything that happened in my games. But I did remember that move. Once again, another snipe. I don't even want... Is there a way for me to see how many bases I've lost? I think it must have been so many bases here. Wait a sec, let's check. I lost 7 hatcheries. I lost 42 hydras, 273 lings, 32 lurkers. Holy damn. Yeah. Units lost-wise, I actually somehow lost less than my opponent did. That's also, I would not have expected that. But yeah, I am out-trading my opponent somehow. Even though I feel like I keep losing. I also had some very good fights, because my opponent... He seems to never retreat. Once he commits to an attack, he doesn't stop until either his units are dead, or, or I leave the game, I guess. Once again, abducts on the tanks. Very important. The tanks are the most important units for me to kill. The Marauders are also very strong. I'm not really sure about the Ultralisk that I'm building here. I'm also facing some issues with my mining. I have 28 workers on this space. Could do long distance mining, but every time I send my units to long distance mine, here they get killed, here they get killed, so I'm just keeping them safe over on that base for now. Once again, tanks get abducted. Big lurker shots. He cannot make a nice concave right now. The Hydralisks are boosting in. Oh, at least get one of those medivacs, that's very nice. And for the first time in a long while, I can actually move in on the offense. Lurker here, trying his best. I noticed it base, and it has been mining for so long, but I never got to see it up until now, I believe. Very, very nice kill there on that base. That Ultralisk sadly bites the dust. And now my opponent is also struggling with his mining. Because he can mine from this space a little bit. This space is going empty and this one here is still pumping. So his eco is also not looking that good. I'm down to 52 workers myself. But I got some more bases up and mining. And once again, the never-ending story, he is once again pushing this space. And it feels futile. He can attack me from down here and I just have no good way to engage him with lurkers. If I had more Vipers I could abduct maybe, but with lurkers alone I'm struggling big time. Also sending drones to their death again. Like I have it's like a very big déjà vu. But I'm learning. I am learning. I realize every time he attacks me here and I defend, the attack hits me on the other side of the map. So here I learned, and instead of just defending, I'm going on the offense on the other side of the map. First I counter, then I attack. I have 4 lurkers here to defend, I have 1 lurker here to defend. This is a very scary army by him. Ultralisk goes into the main. I'm actually curious, can this Ultralisk kill anything here? Imagine if I sent it on the tank. Might have been able to do quite a bit of damage. Attacking him here, killing whatever I can, but here is the real story what's happening, right? So, I'm losing my second hive this game now. And the first one was a hive that was morphing. I'm losing. Does he kill the lurker then? Has its tank sieged up on the ramp. I'm not sure. I put a blinding cloud there and the tanks no longer shoot. He should have maybe moved up a little bit further. And, well, now I lost my natural, I lost my lurker then, I lost this base. My opponent has only half a base that's still mining. But he's also... Where's he muling? Oh no, he's scanned. And for the first time in a long time, I'm getting ahead on the supply. It was very close for a long time, but now I'm actually pulling ahead. A little bit of a cute fight that's happening up here. He's repairing the planetary. And now he's going to stop repairing it, I think. But he has no more minerals, so he cannot repair his planetary. So the planetary dies. You don't see that too often. But now, no income left. Another tank gets abducted. Workers are in position. Another tank gets abducted. He is not giving up yet. Hydralist go in. Blinding Cloud, Ultralist. What a game, guys. What a game. I'm struggling against Terran on this map. This base seems really hard to take. I'm curious if people just take this base and don't bother with this one. This base here also seems rough to take because of this cliff. This base here should be fine, but I can also imagine Terrans go here, take this base, set up tanks, and then they shell and attack me with bio. Going to be a very, very rough map to play. But it was a very, very fun game that I got to play against this guy here. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.